Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today I'm making another waste not, want not dessert. So today I'm making bread and butter pudding, but with croissants. Now these croissants have been in the cupboard since Friday and we didn't freeze enough of them away and they were left in the cupboard. So instead of wasting them, I'm going to make a bread and butter pudding out of them. So I've already cut them in half and I'm going to put a layer across a deep baking pan. And I'm going to put the bases of the croissants at the bottom. I'll say I've got 6 of these. In the middle, I'm going to put some chocolate chips. So I'm going to use approximately a cup, if it'll go in, a cup's worth of chocolate chips. Everything I'm using here, this Wallflowers helped himself to chocolate chips. Everything I'm using here has been purchased at the Food Initiative, except for the vanilla essence that I made myself. Everything else was purchased in the Food Initiative. We've just got some butter melting in the oven, and I'm about to make the sauce, the custard sauce, for the top. I'll just place those croissants on top. One or two of them have got apple chunks inside, but that's fine, it'll just add to the flavour. So here I have 500 millilitres of whipping cream. I was gifted quite a lot of it, so I'm trying to create recipes to use the cream up. Again, not to waste it. So they were the 2 main items, not to waste, not want, not today, is the croissants and the cream. So there I've got 500 mils of cream, 200 mils of milk. I've got 4 eggs, 4 full eggs, and 1 egg yolk. Patience is a virtue. Okay, along with that, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons, I might as well just go for the tablespoon, mightn't I? 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I was just talking to Mr. Wallflowers today. It's time to go and pick the dandelions for dandelion honey, dandelion syrup, whatever people prefer to call it. And I'm going to pick enough to make a 12-month supply for the pantry. So I'll do that on camera. I think I'm going to make 12 pints of dandelion honey. I'll say we not only like to use it in dessert, but we like to use it for covering our roasted vegetables, lots of different things. Oscar likes it in his drinks. I don't really like a sweet drink, so I don't use it in drinks, but we use the honey for a whole number of things, don't we? Yeah, the butter's going to add into this now as well. Here I've got 120 grams of the sugar. We're quite fortunate at the moment as well because we've had an abundance of eggs. And they seem to have been available at the food initiatives whenever we've gone. So in order to do a lot of baking, I've picked up extra eggs. Just waiting for that butter now. I'm going to get some brown sugar out of the pantry if I can locate it. No, I'll do that while it's in the oven. It must be in the brown sugar. It must be in the big pantry. Well, yeah, you're right. You ready? You're soft enough into it. Okay. So there's the lovely custard all formed together. I'm going to save the brown sugar for halfway through when it's baked. Just sprinkle some sugar on the top to give it a nice little crispiness to the top of it. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's get ready and pour this in. Some of the butter hasn't fully melted, but that's okay. This used to be a staple when I was younger. Mum and Dad used to make this quite a lot when I was younger. Bread and butter pudding. Just trying to press the air out of the croissants and get it immersed in the custard. Some people don't like the messy parts of cooking, but I don't mind it at all. Now, if I'd have just popped that in the oven straight away, these top croissants probably would have burnt. And that's not what we want. We want it fully immersed so it absorbs all the custard, all the flavours. Have a delicious dessert. And this will last several days. You can freeze this for, I think it's approximately 3 months. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit before I put it in the oven. I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes just to absorb all the juices, give my hands a good wash, and then come back and place it in the oven. So I've let this rest for, it's probably been about a good 10 minutes so far, just giving it a last push down into the custard. I've got to dash now, so as you know, I'm taking care of somebody at the moment, our friend, so I'm going to actually put the sugar on now before it goes in the oven. I'm using another clean spoon. I've just pushed that one down. Just a nice little coating of brown sugar just to crust up the topping. You don't need to go over the top. I won't. I'm just trying to make sure all the areas are covered. Okay. That was approximately 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm just going to pop it in. So that's going in for 40 minutes to begin with. If it's okay, it can be pulled out then. If not, we'll give it another 10-15 minutes. Mr. Wallflower is going to take over the rest of the video now. Be nice to him. I'll see you when I get back. Take care, love.
So we've left it in the oven for 50 minutes. It smells lovely. I'm just going to take that out. You see the way all the sugar's turned to caramelized on the top. Still bubbling away. And we'll just do a little taste test, but I think the best thing to do is to leave it to cool right down so the custard sets. But we'll just take a little corn and just try. Well, this is a classic old-fashioned pudding. Normally you just do it with stale bread, like our parents used to do when we were young. But this is a bit of a twist with the croissants. That's steaming hot. So while we wait for that to cool down, Mary's just at the hospital. Gone to visit our elderly neighbour who's not too good at the minute. She's looking after her and Carol, running around doing everything for her while she's in the hospital. And in the meantime, Mary's been working hard on her Amazon storefront, so if you could pay that a visit and have a look through, there's 4 different categories there at the minute. There will be more categories coming, but she's been working hard on that. And if you do click into it and you do fancy buying something through that link, we earn pennies off it. But if we look after the pennies, the pounds will look after themselves. So every little helps. So it'd be much appreciated if you did go and have a look, or if you did buy anything off there. And I'll try this. Still way too hot yet. So this is just about using up what we've got. The croissants would have been going in the bin tomorrow if we hadn't done this. We have to use up the double cream that we've got. We've got some in the freezer. We've got 2 big bottles in the freezer, and we've still got a big bottle in the fridge that we need to use. So there'll be more recipes coming using the double cream over the next few days. I think the next one we'll be making is ice cream. So we'll have a go at that tomorrow. We'll just try this. We can turn that round. Still very hot. Yeah, it's very nice. Lovely and soft. It's like a pancake. You can taste the chocolate. It tastes like the caramelization, the sugar, and also the vanilla essence. Lovely. Very nice. Okay. Hope you have a go at making this. As I say, you don't need to make it with croissants. You can make it with any bread that's gone stale. Saves wasting it. And it's a good treat for the kids, if not for yourself. Okay, thanks for joining us. We'll speak to you again soon. Remember you're loved, and the world's a better place with you in it. Okay, thank you. Bye.